So you guys asked for more makeup videos, so I got you covered. Today, I have more drugstore makeup here than I can even put on my face, but we're gonna talk about it anyways, and we're gonna be doing a video with a full face of new drugstore makeup. And I'm gonna tell you what is worth your coins and what's all right. So let's just dive right in, but first, subscribe to my channel before you leave for more content like this.
Subscribe to my channel before you leave.
That was our gorgeous co-host today.
Hey.
Hit us with a zoom. Y'all, it's 9 o'clock in the morning I'm filming. First off, we have new primers. Now, here are the three. We have Essence Jelly Grip, Blur Sunscreen from NYX, and then e.l.f. and Tinder just came out with this little hydrating primer. Again, I have more makeup than I can use, so I have to pick and choose. But I do want to use a little bit of this Jelly Grip. So this one from Essence isn't quite as tacky as the Milk one. I'm gonna go ahead and say that, but I kind of love it for that because it's more comfortable on my skin. So I've been just applying a little bit of this and then putting sunscreen on top of it once it dries down. I've always said this, I don't think everyone needs a primer. I think a great moisturizer for under your makeup is key as well. But see, now this one is only a couple bucks, whereas the Milk one is obviously very expensive. So as we know, drugstore brands are not playing games anymore. They're duping everybody out here. No one is safe. I'm gonna add some sunscreen because I'm going out and about today, and you know, I don't want any sun on the face. Also, I love this one from e.l.f. It is super hydrating. It actually kind of feels like a gel water-based moisturizer rather than a primer, but it's so nice under makeup. So if you guys can get this, do it. It's great. We're gonna do this sunscreen. So this is a really thick sunscreen, as you can see. The consistency of it's thick, but I have been enjoying it. It reminds me so much of the Tatcha sunscreen. So it's kind of a dupe. Just gonna rub that in. You know what? I need a mirror. It helps when I can see what I'm doing. Hopefully that's not distracting. So we're gonna go ahead and layer up on our sunscreen. Now we can move on. So we have a couple foundations. I will tell you this one right here is like my absolute favorite from e.l.f. I've been using this shade 30 or 32. 32 a little more summery. 30 is like a little more not so much, but I love these. So good. We have the Clean Invisible from CoverGirl. I have not tried this, so I kind of want to try it because I've already tried the e.l.f. Soft Glam and we've discovered it's great. I'm gonna mix this one. It looks like it needs to be mixed. And then we're gonna put a little bit on the skin. Today I'm using the shade 148 Perfect Beige. It looks like it might be good for me. I'm gonna be using the 101 brush from BK Beauty. Oh wow. This I would say is a medium coverage foundation, and it did blend in really easily and really nicely. My earring's about to fall out. There we go. Just like right off the bat, it did give me some really nice coverage. It looks, you know, super mild, kind of like skin almost. Like if you can see the difference in my face, there's not a huge drastic difference other than the coverage. I feel like it looks really natural on the skin. Very pretty foundation. So, I think this is a nice, like soft, easy. It says Clean Invisible foundation. It's definitely kind of the vibes I'm getting here. I mean, you get a little bit of coverage, but I feel like it melts it right in. I do not like this. Why is this not a squeezy tube? Why is this just like, it's almost like an unfinished product. Like this should have a squeezy tube or like a little pump or something, because the lid, the tiny little lid that screws on just rolled across the room. This one is similar. However, it comes with like, do you see how the top is kind of like a tube? And then this is like a one click to close, so it's much easier. This is not ideal for packaging in my humble opinion. Oh my God, you know what I forgot? We'll pause here because I forgot the 87 bronzy drops that keep coming out. Okay, so every single drugstore brand has duped the bronzy drops, which I love because they're very expensive. We know the drugstore, what they can do. So Milani came out with 3 different colors. Here they are, Perfect and Conceal. I wanna look at this one, this middle one right here. And then I also have, you know, the CoverGirl. It's called Jelly Bronze Glow. So they also came out with one as well, all the brands. Essence has one, Physicians Formula. We're gonna shake it. Ooh! Whoa! This is the Light 110 we are trying out. These look just like the e.l.f. ones to me. They're super, super bronzy. You know, you don't want to use too much. Wow, my skin is tacky from that primer. I feel it. I feel the tacky. Okay, just a little bit of this did blend out quite nicely. It looks pretty. It's just like a kiss of bronze, like truly not too much. I do want to pump this CoverGirl one just to try it because I haven't tried it. I wish their foundation was in a package like this. This is what they should have done. Like, where is the pump for the foundation? They should have added that. Okay, enough. Enough out of me. Ooh. Let's have a look. Wow, so theirs is way more transparent. It's like a jelly bronze, meaning, ooh, it's pretty, very pretty. But it's way more transparent and just like blended out and glistening. Wow, this one I should have used. This one's so pretty. I love it. It's called Skin Enhance Luminizer. Gorgeous. That we could be in good business with. Okay, I'm going to finish my foundation and I'll be right back. All right, our foundation feels very stamped. Let's move on to concealer. So I have two. The Flower Beauty one isn't so much new, but the True Match one is a little more new. It has the hyaluronic acid and caffeine in it. I also love the doe foot applicator. I wish more brands made them like this because look how it sets flat on the face. So I am using the shade N3, and this concealer would be very pretty if I didn't need the coverage because I do have to build it up a bit because it is thinner, like serum-like concealer. However, it's really great for brightening. I mean, I'm using a pretty bright shade, but as you can see, it's pretty and it blends out effortlessly. It's super liquidy and super soft. So if you're looking for something that is not too fierce, not too intense, but just gonna give you like that natural, beautiful coverage, look no further than L'Oreal. Also, this one has hyaluronic acid. So if you have dry under eyes, you might like something like this because it's gonna enhance that moisture. Oh, we're coming together nicely. What I like to do with this concealer specifically is do 2 layers just right there because, girl, I have dark circles. I chose to wear this turtleneck shirt and I'm kind of regretting it. I love fall time. It's my favorite time of year because of all the candles and the fragrances and just all the vibes of fall time. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm kind of like a fragrance fanatic and you guys know that. We talked about some of my favorite fragrances, but I did just get in some more from Scentbird and I wanted to just quickly share them with you because I got some pretty cool stuff. I don't know if you guys have heard of Future Society, but Scentbird now has their fragrances and I'm very excited about that because I'm a huge Future Society fan, and so I wanted the minis to be able to travel with and put in my purse, but I do have the full size and oh my God, it smells so good. So the first one I got is Solar Canopy. It's bergamot, red currant, lychee, pistachio, and pink sugar. Scentbird gives you a literal ton of product. It's supposed to last you for 30 days. I always say these last me for way longer than 30 days. It depends on how often you're using it and how much you're using, but it smells like bergamot mostly, but then you get this sweetness of fruit after, like a fruity after note. And then they have the magnetic cases, which are actually so cute. This one's like a pretty pink color, and then you can turn it on and off. Lock it, so you can throw it in your bag or travel with it. I did get a second Future Society one, and I really love this neon orange color of the packaging. So this one's called Haunted Rose. I also have the full size, and I wanted to get the little mini. Let's give it a spritz. It's like a saffron with a hit of rose. It's a very interesting smell, but it smells so delicious. It just doesn't smell like your typical rosy scent. It's called Haunted Rose, so you do get a bit of that like sandalwood saffron in it, and it is absolutely delicious. So then I got 2 more fragrances that I have not tried before that I want to share with you. This one is, I don't know how to pronounce it. Bali Ha? I don't know. I love that Scentbird gives you these cards though, because you can scan the QR code and read more about the fragrance, and then they go ahead and tell you the notes on it, so you know a lot about the fragrance that you're getting. This one's coconut, jasmine, and white florals and vanilla. This one smells very clean. It almost is like, not laundry, but like that really clean smell with a hint. I don't really smell the coconut. I smell like the jasmine. It's a beautiful fragrance. I also love the blue packaging. And then I got one more, Miss Judith Ripka, and it'll show you what the full-size bottle looks like. So our notes are floral, pear, apple, amber, and sandalwood. Ooh! Oh my God. This one is actually my favorite of the day. This one is so sweet. It smells like candy and fruit. This one surprised me. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. All right, this is our winner of the day. I pick a fragrance every single day. I absolutely love fragrances, and I just think Scentbird is the best way to be able to try new fragrances without spending $200-300 on one to commit with, especially because fragrances, they mix different with each person's body chemistry. So it's nice to be able to wear them for a little bit, try them out, mix and match them, and Scentbird lets you do that by getting these in. So they have a special offer for you guys, and it is amazing. You get to pick your fragrances on Scentbird, and they literally have hundreds and hundreds of designer fragrances to pick from to try out. And with the discount code 55 Larlarlee, you get 55% off your first month, or you can scan the QR code on the screen and it'll bring you right to the site with the discount code. That makes these cheaper than going in and buying a rollerball perfume. Okay, these cost even less with that discount code, so it is an amazing offer. I will have it linked in my description box down below for you to try out. I highly recommend you guys try some of these Future Society fragrances. They are delicious. Scentbird obviously has them. And then this one right here has been my favorite, so definitely test it out. And thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Period. Okay, next let's get into some cream bronzers. That's our next step here. These by Milani. Oh my God. So these are Cheek Kiss cream bronzers. Milani has always been that girl. I'm gonna say that about Milani. They know what they're doing. And then Morphe actually came out with these Hot Shot like liquid bronzers, and I did already try this one out, and it's really pretty. A little bit goes a long way, and you can use it just like the liquid bronzers. So I'm just gonna blend a little bit of that around the hairline, and as you can see how it just like lightly bronzes up. These are pretty thin, but they do work nicely. So I'm trying to use as much drugstore makeup as I can in this video because I want to try it all out for you guys. But these liquid bronzers just blend out like butter. Truly, like it just melts into your skin. So you can mix them in your foundation. You can use it how I'm using it, kind of just like a bronzer. And then I'm also gonna dip into these by Milani. I have Spilling Tea and Hey Honey. So this one is 120. It's a little darker. I'm actually gonna go in 110. Ooh, look at that. Let's swatch it. Wow, do you guys ever do this? Look at that, that's a kind of cool tone, so that may contour us a little bit. Let's take, this is a Patrick Ta brush. It's very pricey, shouldn't be used. I'm like, all these drugstore products. Here is a $50 brush. Wow, that's so pretty. It just like contoured us out a little bit. We're looking nice and bronzy. I can't wait to get in some of these cream, blah, blah, blah. Every time I say cream, I wanna say brushes. It's blushes, the cream. Wow, so pretty. We are bronze, honey. Okay. Also, love the Hot Shots. We have some cream blushes. Let's talk about it. I only have 4 to talk about today. Actually, 2 of them are the Hot Shot. 2 are the Hot Shots by Morphe. Same formula as the bronzer. Then you have Miss Essence coming in the house with Baby Got Blush. They have a bunch of different shades in this, and they're only a couple dollars. So the Essence line has just exploded. And then we have the Cheek Kiss blush by Milani, which is the Luminoso family. This to me looks like NARS. I want to swatch this on my hand and see what it does. Wow, that could be almost used like a highlighter, because look. Ooh, that is pretty. It's kind of like a topper because it's a little bit more subtle. So maybe we'll top with this, but I do want to do the Baby Got Blush because of the affordability and how great Essence is. So we're gonna squeeze it. I love doing this. Ready? Get in focus, girly, get in focus. It's so hard. Here we go, here we go. Ooh, it just comes out like a little. We are using the shade Pinklicious. I like to start out with not a lot because liquid blushes can go many of ways. I'm gonna take the BK 106 brush. We unboxed these on my vlog channel and I have been loving them. I think I used the perfect amount and that just blended out like a high-end blush, like super beautiful. As you can see, a little bit of a pink flush, not too much because we're gonna add some powder blush too. These also lock, so you can turn them and lock them so you don't have a big mess on your hands. Ooh! I used a lot on this side. Let's blend her out and see where the day takes us. Wow, so pretty, 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 pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay, wow, that's gorgeous. You guys, try these. Baby Got Blush, get into it. You don't have to spend $1 million. Okay, I'm gonna get crazy here. I really want it to play with this, so I'm just gonna add, ooh, a little bit of this like peachy glow into the mix. This will be pretty, because I'm gonna set this with powder anyways, which we may need to put it on top. Okay, lovely. Go off, Milani. Powders, I'm gonna use the Halo Glow from e.l.f. And then the under eye, I'm gonna use the Can't Stop, Won't Stop. This one's in the shade Light, and it's really nice for the under eye, but first, you know I like to set it with a little bit of powder. So we're gonna dump a little in our lid. And then I've been loving the velvet sponges. As you guys know, I'm just gonna use this one from Huda. And we're just gonna take our sponge. Now I like to press it on the sponge. Well, I don't have a clean hand, so we'll use my wrist. And I just like to rub the powder just to get it into the sponge so it doesn't fling everywhere. Now I'm gonna start setting. I start at the under eye, and then we're gonna work our way up and through our face so we don't have too much powder. Whoa, my skin looks incredible. Really enjoyed that foundation. Same thing, rubbing. I typically just do it on top of my hand, and then we start pressing it in. A little forehead action. Honey, we are stamped, we are set. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of the Can't Stop, Won't Stop to give our under eye extra brightening. I like to use my MAC powder whenever I'm doing high end, but this works super well for touch-ups and brightening. So I just like to press a little bit of that Can't Stop, Won't Stop into the under eye. Gorgeous, gorgeous, darling. Okay. Next, as far as a powder bronzer from the drugstore, y'all are sick of me already. Y'all are like, girl, get a new bronzer. But I really like this one from NYX. It's the All Butted Up BO2. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of it because they're just so pigmented. It will create a mess if you go crazy. But I'm just gonna re-bronze up a little bit. We're gonna hit the perimeter of the hairline, and we're just gonna re-chisel. Not too much though. Not too much. These are the best. Okay, then these are two of my favorite drugstore blushes ever. And I kind of want to use this one. Tea Rose. Do they even make this anymore, Milani? I shouldn't be using this. It's supposed to be about new drugstore makeup. And here we are. Ugh, you guys, this one is so pretty. Tea Rose. Ugh, if they don't make it, you guys can just tell me you're mad because I shouldn't be using it, but oh my God, so pretty. Next, I wanna melt this makeup down a little bit. I'm between using one of these two bad boys. I think I'm going Marshmallow. No, I'm not going Marshmallow. I'm going Tinder. This one also has such a fine mister on it. It's so pretty. I just wanted to melt this down a little bit because we're looking powdery, okay? So let's get into brows. I have been loving the most the CoverGirl brow situation here. It is so nice. They made this micro brow pencil and it's very pigmented. Look how tiny that little dot is. Tiny. Now that is what I call micro for brow pencil, and these are fierce. Like, oh my God, they feel like high-end drugstore. And also we're gonna be using the CoverGirl gel to go with it. So nice. With these little pencils, I find that it takes me a little bit longer to do my brows, but I love the way they come out, and you can do like the hair-like strokes with it, so it looks a little more natural. I'm using the shade Dark Brown. I will say the dark brown has a little bit of warmth to it, but it's still really pretty. And I feel like it actually matches my hair pretty good. What do you guys think? Brow to brow, much more full, looks really good. Okay, now we're gonna take their brow gel, which I find just works so well. It's like super gluey. I'm not even gonna lie, like will glue your brows in place. And I just like to set my brows in place because they like to slouch down. So I just like to kind of lock them in a little bit. Pat, pat. Brow looks great. Okay, I'm gonna do my other brow and I'll be right back. So we're not here for 45 minutes doing brows. We have brows stamped, plastered onto our face. Let's move on to some eyeshadow. Okay, next we have all these palettes. So first is e.l.f. Excuse me. Very colorful, but there are some pretty neutrals through here. Miss Catrice, you can get this on Amazon. It's drugstore prices. The same people that makes Essence makes Catrice. We have a hot mocha palette. This is a personal favorite, the Warm Neutrals by NYX. I've been using this one a lot. I love the color story. And then Miss Milani came out with this Luminoso palette. Ooh, look at these pretty, pretty colors. Wow, where do I begin? I think I'm going to go in with this because it has such a good, nice, neutral transition shade situation for me. And we're just gonna start blending that bad boy. I just feel like these natural, pretty colors are just so easy to use, especially for fall time. If you guys are doing eyeshadow still, like this palette's just a very user-friendly, easy palette. And the colors are great, you know, they blend out. I've been using this one a bit and just grabbing for it. And it's been doing me quite well. So I'm gonna go in now. Oh, what do I wanna do, you guys? What do I wanna do? You know what? I think I'm gonna remain in this palette because I want to get some of that shade right there. I feel like NYX is slightly underrated from the drugstore. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but they have some of the best products. And so I am just blending this out, but focusing it on the outer edge because it is a bit deeper and warmer. Wow, that is so pretty, blended out so easy. We're gonna go in with a little more of this warm, it's like this clay matte color, and we're just gonna press that in. And then I like to start blending, especially into that lash line. That is very pretty and very soft. So now this palette has this gorgeous like creamy matte color here. Look how pigmented these mattes are. And I kind of want to just stamp it on the lid. I'm gonna take the L38 brush and yeah, we're just gonna stamp. Wow. I didn't even put down a base, and like, look how fierce that is. Gorgeous. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. This brush is nice. It's our larger paddle brush that comes in the Whimsical brush set. Yeah, it just does such a nice job of stamping on color. It's so soft. So now we'll go back into a little bit of our colors here. And just to make sure there's no harsh lines, we're gonna re-blend on both sides. Very pretty, but yet so soft and kind of natural looking. Warm neutrals, check that out. I don't know if you guys see the pop-ups, but now you can get products on YouTube, so we can just tag them and you can see them there. I'll also have everything linked in the description. But for eyeliner, we are using the one and only Epic Ink liner from NYX. It is one of the only drugstore liners where it's actually a pen tip rather than a felt tip, and they executed it flawlessly. So I'm gonna do some eyeliner. I have to hold my breath. Actually, I need to curl my lashes first. Whew. Okay guys, we did a little lash, if you will, to go with our mascara. I'm using the $2 lip pencil from e.l.f. I love these. They are extremely creamy. I think they're a little ridiculously good for $2. Obviously, this is the more brownie color. So CoverGirl came out with the KKW lippy dupes. However, the KKW ones are discontinued. And then these right here are by Coty, which is CoverGirl, which is also the same brand that makes the KKW. So they're saying these are the exact same product. I've been using this shade Crema, which is $3.15. I'm gonna show you it on. Isn't that beautiful? And that is with the e.l.f. brown liner. And I just think these are two of the prettiest drugstore combos ever. e.l.f. and CoverGirl. Crema $3.15 they came out with a ton of shades, but this one is by far my favorite. All right guys, I'm loving the way this look came out. I do want to play with one or two more products real quick. This is the Super Glow from Pixi, and it is a literal glow stick. And I'm gonna put it on my nose because I feel like my nose is just so matte. Look at that. This is such a fun highlighter stick. I cannot. It is quite subtle. Actually, it's not that crazy. But look at that little bit of glow. And then, so Maybelline came out with these Kissed, and they look like lip glosses, but they're like highlighters, okay? So I like to just get a little bit. Nothing crazy, but they're really pretty. And like, I'm blending this on top of a powder, and it's so pretty. So I'm just gonna add a little bit to get a glowiness onto our skin. See, I feel like that looks so much better. You know, not too matted out. The color I just used is 08 Shades On. I think it's a really pretty like champagne-y goldy color. And now that we're ready, I'm just gonna set it one more time with this Tender XL setting spray. It's a really good one. And voila, we're done with our makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed a new makeup video. I'll have everything linked down below, including the Scentbird. Don't forget to use my discount code 55Larlarlee for 55% off your first order at Scentbird. I love these fragrances. They're so good. I truly feel like this makeup looks like high-end makeup. Like, I really don't think you can tell a difference, and it was like a fraction of the cost. And every product performs so well. Drugstore makeup has obviously come such a long way, and you really don't have to spend thousands of dollars to build out a great makeup kit. So I hope this video was helpful. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.